Hey everyone, this is Bob the Canadian / RompSteel. So I have a very different video for you today. This is something I've thought for a long time. Um, so I finally decided to make a video about it. So chess is a game that many of you, like good odds you've played it before and you know how it works. The reason I wanted to talk about it today was specifically because I feel like there's a lot of overlap in the terms of brain muscle. Like in terms of how similar this game is to War of the Ring specifically, is that it's a two-player strategy game, and that's about it. Well, I guess you could argue a bit more. Like in terms of how much skill there is, there's a significant portion of skill to both of them. The portion is much higher for chess anyway. If I'm rating a game on how much skill it takes versus how much luck it relies on, I usually label that spectrum as chess to Candyland. You know, Candyland, there's zero skill. You just draw the card and see what happens. I have a 3-year-old. Can you tell? And then chess is like everything is your fault. If you lose, it's definitely your fault. Your opponent outsmarted you. That being said, if you play at my elo, then luck is still a thing. Sometimes I get things by lucky. But so anyway, I'm just going to briefly explain the rules and go through a game. And well, first I should finish explaining why I think it's important. So how many games have you lost where in the final turn you realize you could have done something differently and you might have won the game? Because that, even after playing, hundreds of games and, doing reasonably well anyway, I still get that every now and then where I realize I really, if I thought it through a little bit more, I could have realized that I should have done this, and just like a slightly different move or a different move order, just calculating exactly what my opponent can or can't do, just how many games are, saved by delaying the shadow player from getting that one last point to buy another turn for the fellowship to make it, or something like that anyway. So chess is really good for that because it's very good at training your brain to calculate in advance, like, oh, my opponent can do this, so I should do this, and if I do this, then it will make them unable to do that. So anyway, just a quick explanation of the rules. This is the king for the black side. This is the king for the white side. So one player controls the white pieces. One player has the black pieces. If you can eliminate the other team's king, specifically by getting what they call a checkmate, you win the game. So if this king dies, black loses. If this king dies, white loses. You can also get a tie. There's a few different ways you can get a tie anyway. So you take turns. One player makes a move, then the other player makes a move. So all these different other pieces move in their own way. So these are pawns. They are the least valuable ones, and they go out first. So they only walk forward, but they can take sideways. Then this is a bishop. It moves on diagonals. You'll see a little, a bunch of dots pop up to show you what is a legal move here anyway. So I'm just playing some random moves against myself here just for illustration's sake. Then there's knights. They hop in like a weird little L formation here. Just doing a couple more moves for development's sake here. Then there's rooks. They can move, horizontally like this. And then the queen can move both diagonally and horizontally like that. Anyway, so there is an endless amount of complications in theory that go into this. It's one of the longest lasting board games in the world. Very complicated stuff. They still have they haven't developed a computer powerful enough to really solve chess yet. Like they're close with Stockfish and everything, like I've mentioned in other videos. But yeah, some of the greatest minds in the world train at this ruthlessly to be world champion. World championships going on right now. It's very exciting stuff. Anyway, if you're a nerd like me, so. Anyway, that is my very brief explanation of how the game works. Now I'm just going to real quick play a game and try to. I'll give myself a slightly higher time limit so I can try to walk you through how I'm thinking. And if it looks like fun at all, I would encourage you to give chess a try anyway, because it can really help your brain analyze and just think through thoroughly for those late game things. Also, it's a fun game in and of itself. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so I've got the white pieces. I like to put this pawn here so that I can get this bishop out. Oh, they're doing it in England. Okay. So what usually happens here is they'll put the knight there because that's threatening to take this pawn back. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, this person does not know their theory. They're just giving me pawns. Okay. This might not be the most glorious game. So you'll see, like, there's little numbers here, 1361, 1362. That is my elo versus theirs, kind of, Okay, so he put his queen there. He's threatening to take this pawn, so I'm putting my knight there so as to block that. He might put that bishop there, which is threatening an early checkmate. That's really cute. It's just at this elo, people usually see that coming, so I'm not too scared about it anyway. Okay, so I put this knight here because if the queen came here, well, actually, that still wouldn't be checkmate because my king could escape. It's a famous early checkmate to get anyway when this bishop and this queen see together on this spot. So I think I might actually put my knight here just because it forks him. It's attacking the queen and this bishop at the same time. So like he can move his queen to protect this bishop, but these are the only two pieces he's developed. So I'm forcing him to spend an action moving his queen, and then I'll take the bishop, and then he retakes the... Yeah, see, there you go. Yeah, so now he's just, he spent that much time developing, and it has not helped him. So now I'm finally going to get this bishop out. I think I'm going to put it there. I usually play to London anyway, so... Oh, wait, I just blundered a pawn. So now he can go here, and now I've got to bring my bishop back. Yeah, now he gets that pawn. Anyway. Yeah, that's the game. I still make plenty of mistakes. So I'm going to put my bishop here because it stops him from castling. Castling is a move I hadn't talked about yet. Yes, now he's getting claustrophobic. Is where your king kind of can run two spaces and the rook flips over two spaces with him. So I'm going to castle myself here. It's a good way of getting your king to safety. So now that he's put that pawn there, that's blocked my bishop from attacking that spot. So now he can castle if he so desires. I would really, really like to trap his... what do you call it? To trap his queen here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put my bishop here because now I'm once again blocking him from castling. And like he put his knight there hoping to get my bishop and trade it out because it was in a strong spot. So now I think I'm going to bring my knight over here and try to trade his knight off because it's his knight that's trying to come and be the backup to save his queen. So I'm bringing my knight over here, hoping that he'll trade with me, and then I can bring my knight. Then once my queen is up, then I'll be able to bring this bishop down and fork his queen and this pawn at the same time. So his queen can still escape out this way, but then I get to take this pawn back anyway. And then we're even Stevens anyway. Okay, yeah, that's cute. He brings his knight here to defend that, but what he missed is that I can put this pawn here, so now this knight has to get out of the way. And so he can... I think he'll just take my knight now, just to get out, and then I'll retake with my queen, and then this knight, in an attempt to not get lost for nothing, will probably take this bishop. And then I will retake with the pawn. Yeah. So this is good news for me because his queen is still in danger here for sure. Like his queen needs to escape right now to one of these two spots. Is it just trapped now? Yeah, his queen is just trapped now. Because now my rook covers all of this, and it covers all this, and this is protected, and this is protected, and the bishop is protected. So his best move is to just take the rook now. So you can also pre-move. That's what I'm doing. There's my rook coming to take that rook. Anyway, what I was saying before about these 1300 ratings, it's the same ELO system that we use in our War of the Ring ELO server. So he's probably going to see it coming, but this is threatening checkmate now. So if my queen takes this pawn, it's protected then. But the double whammy to this was that I get to, take this pawn now because my queen was also protecting the rook as it moves forward to attack. So 1300 isn't great. It's okay. The starting ELO that they give you is 1000. So like the way we give 500. So I'm like a little bit above that, but not just, it's okay. It's not great though. Because I'm certainly no chess wizard or something. I don't know. Getting towards the late games. I'm just going to bring my king out. Oh, you know what? I can actually. Oh no, I can't take that pawn. I was just thinking to myself, I could take this pawn. That'd be smart, but I can't take this pawn because what I was thinking is that would take the rook away, and then the square would be undefended. But of course, the rook there is still defending that square. So yeah. So now that I've brought these guys over, oh, he gets a free pawn. Okay, well I get a free pawn too. So there. And also, just in general, when you're winning, you want to trade more material. You know. Okay, yeah, that's a good move. I don't know. I'm gonna go here. I'm kind of just hoping he'll put his rook on one of these white spots, and then I can put my queen there, and that will say check and attack his rook at the same time. Something else I didn't mention is if you say check, your opponent, yeah, he did it. Your opponent has to deal with the check right away. So, like, if you lose your king, you die. So the rules make it simpler for you that if you're in check, you must move the king. So since he must move the king, he has to either put something in the way so that my queen can't take it. So that's not an option. Yeah, he resigned. So I win this one. So yeah, his only legal options were to put the king on this square or to put the king on this square. Either way, this rook is now undefended, so then I can take it. So yeah, so that was me playing a game of chess. For those of you who aren't as familiar with chess, I hope that wasn't completely unintelligible babble the whole time. Yeah, so let me know in the comments if this was a fun video and you would enjoy seeing more chess, or if this was just weird and you'd mainly rather see War of the Ring stuff. Yeah, in any case, I have fun with it. So I will see you next time.